See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
Harrison Ford hosts AFI's 100 Years, 100 Thrills, Tuesday on CBS.
Good afternoon for Bear.
Hey, worldwide hit 40, just as you predicted.
And?
I'm buying as much as I can, as fast as I can. I've been bottom feeding all morning.
Excellent. Soon we'll have a stranglehold on worldwide.
Maybe.
Never doubt the master.
I hate to break it to you, Master, but we've run up against some stiff competition here.
Other buyers?
It looks like just one. My guess is they're from inside Lucinda's camp. Someone's put out a $50 bid on worldwide stock.
50? That's absurd.
Now, if you want to buy back as many outstanding shares as you can, as fast as you can, in order to avoid a hostile takeover.
How much do they have so far?
They're starting to make some headway.
It can't be Lucinda. Poor Lily has other things on her mind.
I read about her husband and son.
Yeah, the last thing on her mind is standing guard over her mother's company. So who is doing this?
Want me to do some digging?
No. No, never mind. I have a pretty good idea who we're up against.
Look, I don't care. Just give me those shares. I don't care if they think I'm nuts. We're all nuts in this world, aren't we? Yeah, all right. Oh. You know, you can't sneak up on me like that. What? What's the face?
Yeah, I have the latest numbers on the buyback. We've taken a hit financially, but at least we've gained some leverage.
Oh, any scoop on our other buyer?
Yeah, they purchased a huge block before the bell and continued all morning.
They? Who's they?
We still don't know.
You don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't get you the gold watch on your hand. I don't know. Pulls out the rug from underneath all of us.
I'm working on it, Ms. DeAngelo, but buyers don't advertise who they are.
What about Craig? Have you got anything on Craig?
No, nothing. There are no sales directly linked to him at all.
You gotta keep trying. I gotta find out who's buying up all this worldwide stock, and I need names and I need faces attached to this. Now look, we're gonna win this fight. You wanna be a winner? You stick with me.
I'll keep working on it.
Keep there. Do something. Hurry. Yeah, Harvard. Whatever. Pop, it's me. Look, could you come down to Lucinda Walsh's office right away? There's some creep who's trying to buy up worldwide and steal the company from Lucinda. And I'm hitting brick walls, left and right. This family's been through so much already, Pop, and if I blow this, they'll lose everything else that they have left.
Hi. I got here as soon as I could.
Oh, thank you.
I was spending a little time over at the Snyder farm.
Oh, boy, I can't even imagine what Lily is going through right now. I feel so foolish bringing you up here about this, knowing what she's dealing with.
Well, what is it? What's going on?
I'd like you to take a look at some sketches.
Are they yours?
No, they're not. Actually, Craig met a woman at a Montagan State dinner, and when she found out that we'd been married, she thought perhaps he would pass them along to me and I would consider her for BRO.
Ah. Are they any good?
Why don't you see what you think?
Now, interesting. I didn't know that Carly had been spending time in Montega.
So you think they're hers, too?
Ah, I would bet the Lakeview on it. Sure, this has Carly Tenney's name all over it.
Oh, all the way from New York. This is what I thought about. Carly, it feels so good to have you in my arms.
Jack, where have you been? I've been calling your cell phone practically every hour on the hour, and you didn't get back to me.
Yeah, I was waiting for something to report. Hopefully some good news. I went to go see Julia's mother's lawyers, and I sat in that waiting room for like 2 hours. Finally, I slammed in there like I was making a drug bust. That got their attention.
Jack, I wasn't calling you about Julia or about the divorce. That's why in my message I just said, call me. I didn't want you to hear the news on some recording.
What news? What's wrong?
You haven't seen a newspaper?
I came straight from the airport. Carly, you're scaring me. What is it?
Something's happened, Jack. Something terrible. It's Holden and Luke, honey. They were in an explosion.
What?
I'm so sorry. And everyone's still trying to hold out hope, but the rescue workers have been searching for like 48 hours or something, and they still haven't found a single survivor.
Oh, my God.
They're gone, Jack. They're both gone.
Why won't you answer me? Because deep down you have doubts. You do, don't you? Do you really think that Holden and Luke could have survived? Please, I have to know.
Lily, I can't say anything for certain.
I know you. I can see it in your eyes. You have 100 questions going through your mind right now.
Lily, I don't know if anyone survived. I shouldn't have even opened my mouth. Look, there are people out searching on the lake now who do that for a living. I'm sure they are on top of the investigation.
You think it's bizarre that they haven't found any bodies, though? Yes?
All I'm saying is I think it is odd that there isn't any more evidence. But look, there could be any number of explanations, okay? I am not an expert on this kind of thing.
Be an expert. Just be my friend.
I am your friend.
You just said it. Damien's boat should have 10 or more crew members, and no bodies were found. No bodies. That does seem a little odd, doesn't it? What does logic tell you, Simon?
Okay, you know what? All right, logic tells me that they can't have all disappeared without a trace. Okay, but it is just a hunch, Lily. I can't give you any answers that I don't have.
I just want it to be a nightmare and a mistake. And Holden and Luke, they're alive somewhere, and they're together. And I want to hold my son again, and I can't go through my life without them. I'm just so scared.
I don't think you have any business here. I think you should leave. I am really surprised to see you here.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sweetheart, Faith is crying, and Mama can't seem to comfort her in any way, so...
I'll go up, please. Please don't leave.
Sure.
Let him stay. Please.
Ivor, I would never do or say anything to hurt Lily.
You came here to take advantage of her grief. You came here to gain her confidence with some sick theory about you helping her find her husband.
No, come on. No.
You took her away from this family for months. Months. She lost precious time with them, time that she's never gonna get back. Now stop filling her head with some crazy idea that Holden and Luke are still alive. Because they can't be, and she has to accept
Listen,
that.
The only mistake I made was falling in love with the wrong woman, okay? And for that, I am sorry, okay? I would never, ever give Lily any false hope because I do care about... I am not the enemy. All I'm saying is that if the police didn't find any bodies in the wake of that explosion, that doesn't make any sense.
You know what the police found? The police found a boat in 1,000 pieces. Now just go and stop making things worse for Lily.
I'm sorry. I guess we should have called first.
Oh, no. I'm glad you're here because, Jake, you know what? You can escort this person out of the house.
Please don't bother
do
him
it
out of here.
now.
My name is Jake McKinnon. I'm the editor of
Oh,
the
no. Don't bother to introduce yourself because this man is a liar and he's a con artist and I want him out of my house now.
My heart is ripped out. I've been there myself, okay? When Vicky's plane went down, my entire world fell apart. But everything the authorities told me about the accident is wrong. Now, maybe, just maybe, they're wrong about Luke and Holden, too.
As the World Turns is brought to you by Tylenol. Take comfort in our strength.
My doctor says I'm healthier than he is.
Tylenol arthritis pain. As effective as the most prescribed arthritis pain medicine, but much gentler to your stomach.
When I swim, I'm free.
You're about to see a toothbrush do something rather unusual. The Colgate Navigator. It bends wide open, so its bristles gently adjust to your teeth for a thorough clean. The Colgate Navigator. Bent on cleaning better.
I don't have to vacuum to freshen my carpets. I've got a great partner. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Foaming on. Odors are gone. The carpet's freshened with no vacuuming. That's fresh. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Freshens without vacuuming.
Face it, with some sunless tanners, you can get a tan that's a far cry from the sun. You can look streaky or freaky, anything but natural. But there's a breakthrough. New Endless Summer Sunless Tanner from Coppertone. A patented formula with moisturizers and a color activator that combine from 2 chambers for one great-looking tan in only 30 minutes. So missed spots can be quickly covered up for color that's always even, never odd. New Endless Summer Sunless Tanner from Coppertone. You can't get any closer to the sun.
By the time they reach 40, something like 40% will already have visibly thinning hair, which wouldn't be such a big deal.
Except we're women. 30 million of us with hereditary hair loss.
Shocked? So were we.
Helpless? No, we're not.
Because now we know there's Rogaine. Rogaine is stronger than heredity.
Rogaine can help us keep the hair we've got.
Rogaine can regrow the hair we've lost.
So when you realize the hair on the bathroom floor isn't your husband's, remember,
there's hope, there's help, there's Rogaine.
On June 15, Atlantis is waiting. It's all-out awesome.
Grab a seat and buckle in.
Action.
Go!
Adventure.
We're gonna save Atlantis. Now let's do it!
Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Rated PG in theaters June 15th.
Honey, can you help me clean? They're your parents.
No, the game's tied.
Tell you what, when you've used up this one sheet of Brawny, you can quit cleaning.
Really? Excellent.
Brawny has scrubbing circles for scrubbing strength. And Brawny's tight weave construction means you'll have to stop scrubbing long before Brawny does.
Honey, what kind of paper towel is this?
It's Brawny, dear.
Brawny, it might be too strong.
Two fathers joined by the Oklahoma City tragedy tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Before she was Erin Brockovich.
If there's anyone that's had sex with my husband, I think I have a right to know.
Oscar winner Julia Roberts gave everyone something to talk about. CBS Sunday.
Well, it could be a paper corporation or a limited partnership, but it's really someone whose idea of a successful business transaction up until now has been kicking up her leg for tips over guys in bad cologne.
Okay, you got my attention. Do I know this captain of industry?
Lily's twin sister, Rose D'Angelo. She's been sniffing around Lucinda for a piece of the pie.
Do you think she's capable of seizing control of Worldwide?
No, but she doesn't know it, and that's what makes her dangerous.
So what's the next move?
We trump her. Offer $52 a share.
But the stock isn't worth even close to that in the open market.
Well, not now, but we want to corner the market. By the time Lucinda gets back, the stock will soar.
Only Lucinda won't have enough shares left on the table to keep her seat on the throne.
Exactly. See, Cass, things are falling our way. You could end up being chief counsel for Worldwide Industries.
I hate to throw up any roadblocks, but your wife's signature is all over the checks that we've been using.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't she here at this little tete-a-tete?
Because she has complete faith in her husband.
So she's on board with your plan?
She's rubber-stamped it. By the time she sees what we net off of this, she'll be ecstatic. I have to run. There are other matters that require my personal attention.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
He lied to me, Lisa. What if he told you the truth, that these were Carla's? I'd have burned them. He knows I despise her. He knows my history with her, and he also knows that I built BRO into one of the top design houses in the country. Did he think he could just put something in front of me and I would accept it out of blind love?
Well, I think that just about nails it. Honey, he doesn't play by the rules. I think Craig would run over his own mother just to get what he wants.
Well, it appears what he wants now is Carly.
I gotta see Emma.
I saw her earlier. I think she's holding up okay.
How's Lily?
In shock, I think. Just trying trying to stay strong for Faith and Emma. You know, honey, I know that I wasn't nearly as close to Holden as you were, but this whole thing has taught me something, too.
What's that?
Lily and Holden didn't know when their last day together was going to be. And if they did, I can't help but wonder, what would they have done differently? You know, how would they have lived that day? And I want for us to live every day like it's our last day together, okay? And I don't want Julia and her team of lawyers to tie us up in knots or keep us apart, not for one more second, all right? Because the only thing in this world that matters is my love for you. And if anything ever happened to you, that is the only thing that would keep me down for good.
Look, all we're saying is somebody has to ask some hard questions just to make sure the Marine police cover their bases.
Yeah, you know what? I know you're just trying to help, but please,
You know, Simon
just get
is
him
right
out of
about
here
one
now.
thing. There's no way all those people could go unaccounted for. Let's just see where this... Let's just see where it takes us, okay?
Faith's asleep. Where's Emma?
Lily, I am so sorry. I wanted to come over before now, but I've been with Abigail.
How is she?
She's devastated. The time that she got to spend with you and Holden helped a lot, but she feels cheated. You know, we all do.
She's asking a lot of questions, not just about the accident.
There was so much that she didn't know about Holden.
I'll talk to her.
When you feel up to it.
Is there anything you need?
I feel like I just walked in on something.
No, we were just talking. That's all, just talking.
About the accident?
Do you feel up to it? I mean, talking about the accident?
I will never forget that explosion for the rest of my life.
You were, there on the dock that night.
Yes, of course.
Were there any other witnesses?
I don't know.
Well, what exactly did you see?
It was dark. There was barely a moon out. Holden and Luke were on the launch, heading out to Damien's yacht. It seemed forever. It seemed forever for them to get there. And I saw some lights on the yacht, and I raced. I raced to the phone to call 911, and I just wanted to stop Damien for taking Luke, and I had this explosion. I just heard it in my head. I turned around, and it was just fire everywhere.
Lily, did you ever actually see the launch reach Damien's yacht?
No.
So they might not have actually ever been on the yacht when it
I don't
blew.
know. I don't know. It just happened so fast. I just wanted to call the police to make sure Damien didn't take my son away.
Sometimes what you don't see is just as important as what you do.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
I have to go now.
If an overactive bladder makes you go and go and go, go to your doctor and ask about new Detrol LA.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Just one daily dose works for 24 hours to help control bladder contractions that cause those sudden urges and reduces accidents and bathroom visits.
Right now? Hey, I don't have to go.
New prescription Detrol LA. Individual results may vary. You shouldn't take it if you have certain kinds of stomach, urinary, or glaucoma problems. The most common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, abdominal pain, and headache.
And I don't have to go right now.
Ask your doctor about new Detrol LA for overactive bladder when you've always got to go.
The most powerful Duracell Ultra ever. With M3 technology, it's the most powerful alkaline battery in the world.
Hello?
No, I can't save you money on car insurance. You want Geico, not Gecko. Well, that's uncalled for.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. At Geico, we get the ball rolling on your claim quickly. Even in the middle of the night. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
By now, your Gerber baby can tell you what she wants. But she can't tell you what she needs. Now's the time for Gerber Graduates. Easy-to-eat, nutritious foods made just for growing toddlers. Just what they need right now. Like cereal snack and squares. A good source of iron, zinc, and calcium. The right nutrition at the right time with a light taste of vanilla they'll love.
Thank you.
Shouldn't your toddler still be a Gerber baby?
Doesn't your guy deserve a Norelco razor? This Father's Day, give him a Norelco, not an imitation. The Norelco Quadra Action.
Enter. Enter. Enter.
Is this the office of Ms. Rose D'Angelo?
You have no idea how glad I am to see you, Pop.
You look pretty important sitting there.
It's an act, because this thing is really starting to... It's really... I cannot figure this thing out.
Hey, slow down, slow down. Tell me what's going on.
I told you on the phone, Pop. Remember, I said somebody's trying to buy up Mrs. Walsh's stock and trying to steal this company. Did you read that story about her in that rag?
Yeah, that intruder did a real number on a lady.
That's right. That story hits the streets. You know what happens to the stock? It plummets. And now somebody's buying it up like it's a fire sale.
Who?
Who? The same who owns the intruder. The same who brought here his cheesy editor to the stockholders meeting. The same who was drugging Miss Walsh to make her look like she was a couple slices short of a pizza pie.
Are you telling me he doped her up?
Yeah, and it wasn't the first time. You remember that little hot number at Lillian Holden's party? She was wearing a little outfit and she was serving cocktail weenies. Remember her?
Dark-haired one. What's her name?
Ruby. She was working for Craig, and she was pumping Miss Walsh full of so much poison so Craig could steal from her.
Hey, maybe we put on the brakes. I don't like you messing with a guy who pulled that kind of thing.
Don't worry about him. I can deal with him. I'm not worried about him. And I got a couple of stiffs around here trying to find out some information, you know. But I got nothing. I got nothing connecting Craig to buying all these shares.
If he's as slick as you say he is, then he'd use a middleman, just like he did with the drugs. You find a buyer, and I'll lay 10 to 1 that Craig's pulling his strings.
You're right. That's true. You know, it's one thing getting the goods on Craig, but putting the stake through his heart?
Yeah.
It's a whole other story.
Holden's death is gonna count for something in my life. There won't be a day that'll go by that I won't think of him and miss him. That's why I'm gonna make a promise to myself right here and now.
No promise.
To let go of the past. Julia's mother and her lawyers can try to stonewall all they want, but if they think a bunch of legal garbage is gonna keep us apart, they're wrong. In my heart, I'm married to you, Carly. I'm heading over to the hospital to see Julia one last time, and I'm gonna spell it out for her. She can try to outmaneuver me for the rest of my life, but it's not gonna matter, because I'll be with you. I'll always be with you, and there's nothing that she can do about that.
Then let's just do it. Okay? Let's not waste another second, Jack. Move in with me. Move in with me today, okay?
Are you sure it's not still too soon?
No, of course not. So we'll make people turn their heads. Fine. So we'll give Scandal a good name. We can become a regular section in The Intruder, right? The Jack and Carly page.
You're right. You're right. What's a little bit of negative publicity next to waking up beside you for the rest of my life?
Good. And I wish I could be there to see Julia's face turn gray when you give her the news.
Yeah, I think it's best that I go by myself. I won't be long. I love you so much.
I love you.
And when I get back, we'll go to the farm, okay?
You back for another kiss?
If you're offering.
Just get lost, Craig.
Be nice, I waited.
For what? Did you see Jack leave?
Loping out of here like a man on a mission.
Well, he'll be back. Permanently. He's moving in with me today.
In here. Together. How cozy, kind of like hamsters in a wheel.
Now, speaking of rodents, what do you want?
With a toddler mixed in for romantic effect, I give it 2 weeks.
Jack happens to love Parker.
We all love Parker, but kids are a lot easier to love when you're not tripping over them.
It's none of your business.
Means you're not interested in a nicer place? Say, on top of the world?
Well, I'll have that.
Sooner than you think. I showed Barbara your sketches.
You did not.
Eh?
Oh, you! Of all the idiotic, lame-brained things you have ever done, this has got to be the stupidest!
Well, I remember standing on the dock, just staring, numb. And I could see Luke's head, and then it just disappeared. And I went to the phone and I called 911, and then I just heard this huge explosion. It was intense. It shook the whole dock, and I turned around and I saw this fireball, just fire everywhere, and I felt like it was happening to somebody else. Like I was watching it on TV or something.
Did you see the launch and all that light?
No.
We keep hearing at WAK that they recovered pieces of Damien's yacht.
Yeah, what about the launch?
No, I checked with my contacts in Chicago. There's no debris from the launch.
They found Luke's teddy bear, because he had it with him.
You know, Lily, I really think you're exhausted. I really think you should lie down.
Yeah, I was right. You should get some rest.
Thank you for coming.
You take care of yourself, okay? And when you're up to it, I really think you should tell the cops what you just told us about what you saw after the launch left the dock. If you need anything.
I'll call.
Yeah, I think I need to get back to the office myself.
You know what? I think I'm going to stay and help out. I'll meet you at home.
No, maybe I shouldn't take everything that the authorities say at face value.
Lily, sweetheart, they're professionals. We should just leave the investigation to them.
Jake's face, and that was more than a hunch.
No, but a hunch is not real.
But if there's the slightest chance that Holden and Luke are alive, I have to hold on to that hope. All those months that I was gone, Holden kept saying that before he'd go to sleep at night, he would dream about us being together, and I'm having that dream myself. And I'm not ready to let that go.
You think that Lily is clear on everything that happened that night?
Lily says she never took her eyes off the launch, then she never took her eyes off the launch.
But once the sky lit up, she doesn't remember anything. What's up with that?
Well, maybe she's not ready to remember, or maybe it wasn't there.
Well, then where was it?
I don't know. Jake, I don't. I spent months on that island with Lily. She can survive under circumstances that would defeat most people. She's got great instincts. I mean, even if she was hysterical on that dock, she knew what was going on. I mean, I can trust everything that she told us in there.
Well, glad to hear you say that. Because I got a stepdaughter that's rocked by this whole thing, and I owe it to her and to her family to find out exactly what happened on that lake that night.
I really believe that a family doesn't have to look like one thing or another.
We just adopted John. Right away, I fell in love with him.
A first-time mother with a 4-year-old.
It's overwhelming. At the end of the day, his clothes are a disaster.
Introducing Tide Rapid Action Tablets. Now getting clothes really clean is really simple. They help get out more tough stains than any other tablet.
What matters to me is that he knows he's home.
Ooh. Dear gentle-minded consumer. Ooh, I've taken up the natural life. I'm new Cottonelle toilet paper with aloe and E. I've got a silky, gentle touch you can actually feel. So the next time nature calls, try new gentle me. I'll make you cheerier with a gentle touch on your posterior. Sincerely, New Cottonelle with Aloe and E.
Mom, Dad, we're best friends, right?
Guess what? I'm about 2 seconds away from dumping you. Kicking you out of my life.
You won't even recognize me. And pretty soon, someone's gonna try to get me to take drugs.
Want to do something about it? You're gonna have to make me tell you where I am and who I'm with every day.
No matter how much I fight you. Don't like it? Tough.
You gotta be the grown-up.
Time to relax. What a time for bad heartburn. Try Extra Strength Mylanta. It works on tough nighttime heartburn fast. So go ahead, relax, if you can. Extra Strength Mylanta.
I can eat corn on the cob, and I can eat the apples, as long as I've got super polygrip on these dentures. I know that it works. I mean, it holds my teeth in place. I can continue auctioneering. Bid 35 an hour, bid a 40, now 5, 45 an hour.
Hey, Harbor Miss, great idea.
Not so fast, guys. Yeah, what have you done for us lately?
An Arbor Mist for that?
New from Arbor Mist, Melon White Zinfandel. Great tasting wine, a splash of fruit.
Oh, my. Now that deserves an Arbor Mist.
Can't resist the mist.
How does Firestone answer the charge that their tires are not safe? That's what Ed Bradley wanted to know and reports it Sunday on 60 Minutes.
This summer, come over to our house for the hottest party in America, Big Brother 2. 12 strangers will live, laugh, and fight together under one roof. But once a week, they'll vote to kick out one of their own. An all-new Big Brother 2 starts Thursday, July 5th on CBS. They live, you watch.
Aloha! Verizon is now offering great rates on all direct dial long-distance calls. So you can call Canada for just 7 cents a minute. Call Japan for just 11 cents a minute. Call the UK for a mere 9 cents a minute. Call all the way to Germany for just 15 cents a minute. But first call 643-5140 to sign up for the Hello World plan. And take advantage of these great low rates with just a $3 monthly fee. That's 643-5140. Of course, you'll also enjoy a great 10-cent rate when you call from Hawaii to the mainland Guam or Saipan. These rates are good 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now that's long distance done right.
Verizon. If you didn't know better, you wouldn't think Honda Windward was open when you drive by, what with all the construction. But we are open while we're building a beautiful new showroom, double the size. In the meantime, we've got the biggest inventory in our history with no place to put it. So we're making deals we couldn't even have considered before. The selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas is huge, and so are the savings. So shop today, because you may never see our prices this low again. Zero down delivers. Financing as low as 3.9% at Honda Windward Kaneohe. Don't wait.
Special guests get an hour of surprises. A check for $10,000.
Oh, my.
On the next one.
Today at 3 on KGMB 9.
Good afternoon, I'm Stephanie Lum. Lawmakers meet for the last day of special session. Watch KGMB 9 News for the latest local news at 5 and 6 tonight.
Oscar winner Julia Roberts and Dennis Quaid give everyone something to talk about. CBS Sunday.
I know Jake, and I know he would never just throw stuff out there to hear himself talk.
Yeah, but the Marine Patrol has found nothing to back up Jake and Simon's doubts.
They're looking for bodies. They're not looking for evidence that they're alive. I don't want to talk to anybody.
All right, you know, I'll get it in the living room.
I know Iva just wants what's best for me, but she also wants me to accept that they're gone, and I
Can I get you anything? You know, Lily, I really did want to come over before this. You know, and I rehearsed in my head about a dozen times on the way over here in the car what I was going to say to you, and now my mind's blank. Imagine that. I really just want to make things easier for you and for Abigail. And I know that that's impossible. And I hate that that's impossible. You know, when I got past my issues a few years ago, I saw something that I never knew existed. True love. Yeah. It finally hit me that you were the center of Holden's universe, and nothing I did was ever going to change that. Lily, you guys are magical. Whatever life throws at you, you guys always find your way back together.
That's why I'm having such a hard time accepting that they're gone. There's this little voice inside of my head saying, I would know. I would know if my husband was taken away from me. I would know when the last breath left his body.
Jake said almost the same thing about Vicky.
How long was it until you found out about the truth about Vicky's death?
Months. The only thing that cushioned the tragedy was finding those girls.
See, you never know. You always have to have hope. And Ivan talks about false hope, but I don't think there's such a thing.
No, there is nothing false about it.
That was Captain Grant of the Chicago Marine Unit. He said he's on his way and he'd like to speak to you.
I finally got that information you requested, Miss D'Angelo.
Thank you so much. Tolly, this is my pop, Joe D'Angelo.
It's a pleasure, and you can call me Joe.
And you can say anything in front of him.
I found the person buying up worldwide stock. His name is Cass Winthrop. He's an attorney based in Bay City.
An attorney? Why would he be interested in this company?
I don't know. That's all I have.
Oh, thank you. I'll let Ms. Walsh know that you helped. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss D'Angelo.
An attorney? Cass Winthrop? What, you think this is the guy?
Sweetheart, I bet a day's winnings have to track on it, but that ain't proof.
It can't be that easy. All right, I'll try it. Why not? I'll call up, give it a ring.
That's my girl.
See what happens. Here it is. Yes, hello. This is Mr. Montgomery's appointment secretary. How are you? Hi. Yes, I was trying. I need to find out the exact time of Mr. Montgomery's next appointment with Mr. Winthrop. Oh, yes. I see. I'm so sorry. Mr. Montgomery's been so busy lately, it's no wonder we've got our wires crossed. So thank you. You've been a wonderful help. Goodbye. Bingo. Montgomery had a meeting with Winthrop this morning. They've been gobbling up worldwide stock all day. What are you, nuts?
You're not going to say that when you cash your first big check.
The only person who has been cashing my checks thus far is you.
Barbara thinks she's helping an old acquaintance of mine from Montega.
That's what you told her.
Yeah. She sent the designs to me hoping I'd give them to Barbara to help her out.
And Babs bought that.
Why wouldn't she trust the man she married?
Because that man is a lying snake.
Be careful. You're coming very close to biting the hand that may feed you.
And so what if Barbara realizes that those designs are mine? You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna freak out. She's gonna blackball me from one end of the fashion industry to the other.
No, she won't find out.
Oh, no?
No, we'll filter everything through a third party.
Oh, goody. Just like laundering money.
No, we use a lawyer to negotiate your fee. Then all the money goes through a corporation of which you're the sole employee.
And what happens when Barbara wants to meet this whiz kid?
You're too busy working and attending functions to ever meet each other.
And all the while, my designs are marketed under BRO's label.
Exactly. All you have to do is design clothes and wait for the money.
And I have to stay anonymous, what, like forever? That should be really fun.
No. Barbara will buy into your line, and she'll undoubtedly want to debut it in Manhattan. But see, she'll be trading on the mystery of this hot new designer and basking in the profits. And then And only then, we make a surprise announcement. That you, because of your new acclaim, have decided to reveal yourself to your fast-growing legion of fans. So right there on the runway, there you are, in front of all the fashion media. Barbara has to make peace with you, in front of all those cameras.
Well, I hope you'll have your smelling salts with you, because she's gonna fall so fast she could do some serious damage.
She'll be fine. She'll be rich, and you will be the toast of 7th Avenue.
Well, this is so twisted in a Craig Montgomery sort of way.
That.
It makes me think it might just work.
You know what my mother always said? She said, darling, love is blind. Marriage is one heck of an eye-opener.
I've been so stupid. I have trusted him completely.
Why don't you just tell Craig how much he's hurt you?
Why don't you just tell me I told you so?
Oh, no. No, I want my friend to be happy.
Well, I could do the adult and rational thing and talk to Greg. Or I could march myself right over to Carly's and tell her to stay out of my life once and for all.
Introducing new Kellogg's Special K Red Berry cereal. Crunchy sweet flakes, now with slices of real strawberries, right in the box. Looking good, never tasted so great. Kellogg's Special K Red Berries. It's new.
Introducing the new Summer's Eve Sensitive Skin line. Designed for women who want that extra gentle touch. Feel fresh, feel comfortable, and flaunt your best feature, confidence.
It's time for a new way to moisturize. Nivea Sheer Moisture Spray. A microfine mist of lasting moisturizers that touches you like nothing else ever has. Spray yourself soft. Nivea.
My motto is, the customer is always right. The problem was... Pack of smokes? Kids would try to buy cigarettes. You got an ID for those smokes?
Oh, come on.
It's illegal for me to sell them to anyone under 18. But since this We Card program started, there's no argument. I just point to the sign.
Philip Morris is committed to keeping cigarettes out of kids' hands. That's why Philip Morris is a major sponsor of the We Card program.
I'm not alone when I say no, and that's a big help.
Working to make a difference. The people of Philip Morris.
I don't want to go jogging. I don't want to play hockey. All I want are nights with less pain, mornings with less stiffness, so Bo and I can go out early and catch up with all our friends.
Vioxx is here, a prescription medicine for the most common type of arthritis pain, osteoarthritis. With one little pill, taken just once a day, Vioxx can provide powerful 24-hour relief. People with allergic reactions such as asthma to aspirin or other arthritis medicines should not take Vioxx. In rare cases, serious stomach problems such as bleeding can occur without warning. Tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. For more information, talk to your doctor about once-daily Vioxx for the relief of osteoarthritis pain. And you may be able to plan your day around your life instead of your pain. Ask your doctor if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx for everyday victories.
Her life is on the line.
Edmund's gonna leave me here to die.
And her husband's getting desperate.
I only pray that Cassie can hold on a little while longer.
Now it's a race against the clock.
It's time to force Edmund's hand.
Don't miss what happens next.
My plan depends upon confronting Edmund alone.
Because it's everything.
He's never going to find Cassie, never!
This week.
When Andy Dick visits Dave, things get out of hand.
I've got generalized anxiety disorder.
I have a little of that myself right now.
Andy Dick in the CBS mailbag tonight.
I made a couple calls from the office. Nobody's releasing any new information. I'm just still stuck on the fact that Lily never actually saw Holden and Luke reach the yacht. Or get off for lunch. I mean, she could be blocking it out, but if they got on that yacht, it's end of investigation.
Well, and we just wait for the divers to find something concrete?
They should have come up with something.
Exactly. That's my whole point. All right, so where do we start?
I don't know, why don't we start with the guy who orchestrated this whole mess, Grimaldi? I mean, His one mission in life was to save his son, right?
Right, so he comes halfway around the world and does everything he can to sneak him out of the country.
But then he gets careless and he gets his boat wired like an H-bomb.
Exactly, that's my... He must have had private security, right? A personal crew and enough money to back up any operation without a hitch. So where did it all go wrong?
Come up with the answer to that, and I believe you solved our mystery.
I'm Lily Snyder. Have you found my husband?
No, I'm sorry. But we have recovered a few items since we last spoke.
What kind of items?
Pieces of clothing. They gave us some trace evidence. In a case like this, we take whatever we can get our hands on. It can be very slow and painstaking.
May I see them?
We've already had the lab go over it, but we'd like you to give us a positive ID.
Well, this could be Holden's shirt, but it's very damaged.
And the sock.
It's my son's.
The lab found minute amounts of blood evidence that matched your husband's type. We've also matched your son's blood type to that sock. It puts them square at the scene of the explosion. I'm sorry. You need to know that we're changing the status of the investigation from a search and rescue. It'll be a search and recovery now.
Search and recovery.
That's right. That means we don't expect to find any survivors.
Now you can feel just showered fresh. Anytime, anywhere. Hi. New shower-to-shower refreshing body cloths.
Can you see a difference? Even people who seem alike can have different nutritional needs. That's why there are 5 different kinds of Ensure to help meet those individual needs. Ensure high calcium for bone health. Ensure high protein for muscle. Ensure Plus for energy. All complete balanced nutrition when you can't eat nutritious foods like these. Give your body the Ensure that's best for you. Drink to your health.
On December 7th, 1941, the eyes of the world were on Pearl Harbor. In 2001, Hollywood.com wants to send you to historic Hawaii. Log on to Hollywood.com to enter the Pearl Harbor sweepstakes. Register to win a 7-day trip for 2 to Hawaii to experience the islands of Aloha. Check out our inside guides to the summer's biggest movies. Hollywood.com's got the stars, the stories, and your interactive link to Pearl Harbor. Head to Hollywood.com for movie showtimes, entertainment news, and more. Bring Hollywood home at www.hollywood.com.
Ask your doctor about Nasonex with moisturizing glycerin, taken once a day for nasal allergy relief due to pollens, molds, dust, and pets. Day or night, sleep on it. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex, fewer sneezes, fewer worries.
You know it makes me want to shout, 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 shout.
New Shout has tough stain fighters that get out more tough stains better than spray and wash.
Yeah, yeah. Shout, make me wanna shout.
In just one try.
Shout.
Want more tough stains out the first time? Shout them out with New Shout. Jesse Johnson, a family company.
Look who just showed up! Introducing new Kit Kat and Heat Bites.
You get the feeling everyone is staring at us?
Is my bag open? New Kit Kat and Heat Bites. For a big taste, have a little bite.
Coming this summer to the early show on CBS, a concert series you won't want to miss. With performances by the Monkees, Destiny's Child, Chaka Khan, Al Green, Joe DiMessina, the Backstreet Boys, Lionel Richie, the Moody Blues, and more. A spectacular summer concert series. It's all here on the early show on CBS.
I know. Why don't I call Jake and have him look into that evidence?
Why don't you not call Jake? Because it's just not going to change anything.
I want him to do that. I want somebody to look into this who has not given up
You're
hope.
just not thinking clearly.
No, it's not over. It's not. It can't. No, it's not. It can't be.
Sweetheart, you know, you have to hear, what the policeman was saying, Captain. And we have to face reality. It's time to face reality. And I know that you don't want to hear this, Lily, but I have to say it. You know, we have to plan a service.
What kind of service? A memorial service? A funeral? I have not yet heard solid proof that my husband and my son are dead. Yes, they were in an accident, and yes, they were probably hurt, but that blood could be anybody else's with the same blood type. I mean, the police don't even know how many people were on that yacht. They do not know with absolute confidence that Holden and Luke are dead, so don't you dare tell me to say goodbye to them. Not till I know absolutely certain that they are not coming home to me.
Start with the marina. I mean, they have to have records of mooring Grimaldi's yacht.
Right, and who was coming and going, and probably even a record of the crew.
Exactly, and how long it was actually there for.
And what's the deal with the launch? Was it Grimaldi's? Did he rent it, own it, what?
And what happened to it in the explosion? I mean, did it go up with the yacht? Did it sink to the bottom of the lake, get beamed up to space? What?
Right, a lot of questions. One leads to another, nothing seems to fit. You know what? First, I think we start with Grimaldi's local connections. I mean, the guy was staying here, and if he was planning the Great Escape, I don't think that he did it alone.
Jake, I really don't think management appreciates strangers poking around in the guest suites.
Well, then it's good for us that Lily owns a good piece of this place. Besides, we're not strangers. You live here, remember? Right, so I say we go to Grimaldi's room, we check it out. Maybe we'll find something that'll give us a little help.
So easy back in Jersey, right, Pop? We call Cousin Rocco, he goes, pays Mr. Montgomery a visit, end of story. Tail between his legs.
That angle won't work with Montgomery, because I bet he don't scare easy. I say, give him what he wants.
Worldwide?
No, more stock. Lots more.
Oh, okay, all right. So that's all right. That's what I do. I do that. I throw this in front of Winthrop, and I follow the buy, and it leads me to Craig. That's right, maybe. I don't know how much. Like, what is it? Like 1,000 shares?
Hey, that's a nice round number. Dangle it in front of Winthrop's nose and see if he bites.
You're so smart.
I know.
Like me. I'm gonna try it. Hey, how you doing? Sorry. My name is Rose D'Angelo, and no, I'm not a client. Mr. Winthrop's not yet. Yes, I would like to see him as soon as possible. The sooner the better.
Hi, I'm here to see my Mrs. Snyder.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Snyder's not allowed any visitors without Dr. Michael's approval.
They let me see Dr. Michaels right away.
I'm not sure she's available, sir. I do have my orders.
I don't give a damn about your orders, and I don't plan on coming here again, so you better find a way to get me in to see Mrs. Snyder one way or another, now.
This idea of yours, I think it's pretty good. I mean, people love a good mystery, you know? I can hear the buzz already. Who is this designer? Where is she hiding? Why is she hiding?
Yeah. Who's this guy who discovered her?
Does everything have to be about you?
Yes, it does.
Lizzie, if I haven't thanked you.
You haven't. You're welcome.
So you think that I could really make a fortune?
And then some.
And there's absolutely nothing Julia could do to stop me.
Not a psychotic thing. Although I do understand her performance of the wedding was inspired.
You know, how did you find the time to sneak these under wifey's nose? I mean, in between conquering the world and fleecing your wife.
Well, I multitask as well as anyone.
You know, I have to be honest with you. This plan of yours is almost as good as something I would come up with myself. So in honor of your underhanded genius, I am going to dedicate my first snakeskin vest to you.
I am touched beyond words.
I just can't believe I'm this close to actually having it all.
And you're getting warm.
And this time, nobody, but nobody is gonna stop me.
There is a rhythm to life. We sleep at night and wake in the morning. It's this sleep cycle that helps keep us in a healthy balance. But for millions of Americans, sleep doesn't always come easy. Fortunately, there's Ambien. Ambien is a prescription sleep aid that can help you get a full night's sleep. With Ambien, you fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and generally wake without feeling groggy the next morning. No wonder Ambien is the #1 prescribed sleep aid in America. Until you know how Ambien will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Side effects may include drowsiness, dizziness, and diarrhea. You shouldn't take it with alcohol. Patients who abuse prescription sleep aids may become dependent. Prescription sleep aids are most often taken for 7 to 10 days as needed. Your doctor will advise you about taking them longer. Take Ambien only when you can devote a full night to sleep and wake up rested and ready to start your day. Talk to your doctor about Ambien. Ambien works like a dream.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of the special kind of clean we quilt into every sheet of Quilted Northern. Black tissue doesn't have it. All that quilting leaves you feeling clean. Squeaky clean.
Quilted Northern for a quilted clean.
I'm Father Time, really. And I like things that last a really long time. 2,000 flushes cleans up to 4 months. Others sanitize for 7 weeks. That's why it's 2,000 flushes. For my throne, 2,000 flushes. We measure in months, not weeks.
It's just beautiful up here.
Oh, it's so peaceful and quiet.
Honey, there's not a soul around. You want a mint?
Trident makes mints?
Mm-hmm.
Introducing a sugarless mint from Trident that strengthens teeth and helps reduce the risk of tooth decay.
I have a rug that looks just like you.
Once there was a little prince who was very fussy. Then his mom tried a warm bath with Johnson's Bedtime Bath. The magical scent of lavender and chamomile filled the air, and the little prince settled down. Joy spread throughout the land.
Johnson's Bedtime Bath. Not just gentle, Johnson's gentle. And now introducing Soothing Johnson's Bedtime Lotion.
Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardo of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We're part of the NFL United Way team. And with the Jaguars Foundation, we work to overcome some of the toughest problems in our community. Make a difference in your community. You're part of the NFL United Way team.
The NFL, the United Way, and you.
The power of teamwork.
CBS is the home of television's best dramas. From Judging Amy to Saturday's #1 show, The District, and this season's highest-rated new drama, CSI.
I love my work.
It shows.
This fall, the tradition continues. Oscar winners Richard Dreyfuss and Marcia Gay Harden in The Education of Max Bickford, the emotional legal drama, The Guardian. From the producer of ER and The West Wing, Citizen Baines. Lou Diamond Phillips in the mysterious Wolf Lake. And from Wolfgang Peterson, Hollywood's #1 action director, go inside the CIA with The Agency.
Go!
This fall, it's all here on CBS.
Brand new cars, fabulous gifts, cold hard cash. Today, we're going to be...
Blackheads trapped in powder are cleanly extracted.